Hey guys, good morning. It's Tony. Like always, if you guys can please give me a like before I start the video, it definitely helps out. Push my videos out to, with the algorithm to make it all nice and dandy and stuff, and helps push my video out to people who enjoy my stuff just as much as you guys. But with that being said, man, this move from yesterday, I think historically, is probably the biggest one-day move in history. You moved from what? From 374 close to 390. What was the close? 396. You moved $22, right? Is that $22? Yeah, it's $22. 74 to 96. Yeah, it's $22 moved to on one day. On one day historically, that's probably the biggest daily candle we've probably ever seen. It's also one of the biggest weekly candles, right? 357 to 376, about 20 points. Let's see if we have any other weekly candles. I think this is probably the biggest weekly candle. 413 to 447, so that's about 30 points. Yeah, so I think the biggest weekly candle we've had in recent history is this one back from March 14th and this one from May 23rd. I do think that we do have a really good chance for this weekly candle to move a little bit higher. But yeah, as far as historical bullish movements, this is definitely one of the biggest we've ever had in recent history. I sold all of my Amazon calls yesterday morning. I'm still doubling down on my shorts on Forex because I still think we got to fill that gap at 374, and we get that. It's got to happen fast too. I don't know when it's gonna get filled. It doesn't have to be filled today, but I don't know if it'll stay open for that long. That gap should definitely get filled. But yeah, it's yesterday was historical, man. That move, that 7.7 surprise was way under what I thought. I actually thought we were gonna do something like a 7.9, 7.7. It surprised everybody. It really, really did. So I'm really not surprised at this move and how much we kept pushing to the upside. As soon as 390 got broken, that was game over. As soon as 390 got broken, I'm like, that's it, dude. That's game over. I knew that was gonna be. We were gonna keep pushing to the upside. I actually thought we were gonna come like from this level. We were gonna come down, retest trend, and then push to the upside, right? But no, we just went straight up. So, which is good, but it's also bad, right? It's also bad because there's no retest on trend, and part of me still thinks that you got a lot. You're probably still gonna come down to like 381. For today, again, I am still bearish. Yesterday I was bearish on us going to 390 and possibly coming down. We broke 390 pretty easily and you kept pushing. Today I'm actually pretty bearish on going back down to like 390 or so. Right now you did break you did break recent trend, right? You did actually break this recent what is it called? The recent structure. It looks like your new structure is going to be from 399, $400 basically on the SPX to 396. If this breaks to the lower end, you're probably going all the way back to 390 even, right? But the crazy part here, which is kind of insane, is if you actually look at the 4 hour, your range, you can get out of this. Your range is actually pretty huge. If you look at the 4 hour, your range is actually going to be something like, it's going to be from here, from 374 to up there, right? So while it's still pretty good that we have, this small range for the daily, you have a full range on the higher time frames to go back down. And it looks like you're going to be closing a 4 hour bear trigger in an hour and 20 minutes. Although looking at the dollar, it doesn't seem like, it wants to drop. I'll be completely honest. It doesn't look like you want to drop on the SPX because you actually broke to 107 on the DXY and you keep wanting to push lower. As long as the dollar keeps pushing lower, I'll tell you right now, as long as that dollar keeps going under, you're gonna keep going up on SPX, right? And this is a rally that that the SPY was looking for so long. And again, same with Bitcoin. Bitcoin, I am expecting maybe another sell-off back to 1600 or so, probably back to around this level and stuff. And it looks like Ethereum might be doing roughly the same thing. There you go. It's going to close in about 3.5 hours. So I do see Ethereum doing the same thing. You're actually touching trend right now. Actually, something that I wanted to see, because for some reason I went on Google yesterday after work and I'm like, why does this look like we're retesting trend or something? And I saw this on the chart and I don't think this is gonna work, but yeah, I saw this for some reason. I saw this on the chart, and I was thinking like, this can probably go up to like 400 and then dump from there. But it does look like we're gonna keep pushing up on SPY. I'll be completely honest, especially with the dollar coming down so hard. It does look like you're gonna keep going to the lower end. And I don't really have a lot of market structure on the actual SPY, but I mean, come on, it's kind of hard to not expect this to get failed, right? Kind of hard, and I think that SPY, all you really need from the market is like another set of bad news, to dump this lower, right? But like I said, for right now, the dollar dumping so much, it still looks like you're gonna keep pushing. I'd say that you probably go to $400 today, and then get rejected, and then come back down. But it does look like right now you might see a really good target. I mean, if you close this 4 hour, then I guess that's fine. Last 4 hour you closed, you went from 385 to 375. You dropped about $10. So you'd probably come down to like from 397 ish to like 385. So somewhere back around this level, probably say 381. If you close that 4 hour, you're probably coming down to 381. And if you actually come down to hit 381, you're probably going down lower at 374 to fill that gap. But the problem again is that if you fill that gap, you break trend, right? If you fill this gap that's right here on the SPY, you're gonna break trend, and that's probably gonna push us lower to 372. But for today, it looks very likely that we'll go and retest, $400 again. You're on this range right here, right? You're on this new range right here. See if I can go lower than that. 30 minutes. Yeah, there we go. You're on this range, right? You're on this new range right here. This is essentially what's going on. You might trade sideways here, but if you pop under 396, you're probably going all the way down to 381. If you pop over 399 and actually go over 400, more than likely you're probably going to see, somewhere like 401 or so before getting rejected again. So if you break this, probably going to like 401, 402, getting rejected, coming back down. Or if you break this is probably the continuation and the start of us going back down to the 381. So as of right now, no clear direction. I'd have to say that I'm more bullish than bearish right now, just because the dollar keeps dropping and it's not showing any signs of weakness. So I would say that, I would say, just your stop losses, pretty tight. But I'd say any range at 396, 397 here for the SPX, I'd say look for longs, right? I'd say look for longs because it looks very, very, very likely that you're going to keep pushing to like 400, 401 or so. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.